Good morning, everybody. Hey, it's another rainy day. We've just had rainy day after rainy day. Today, I think I'm going to work on the motorhome. I just got her plugged back in. I'm working on my father-in-law's. It's outside. Well, my father-in-law's, my sister's father-in-law, anyway. Let's see. We need to turn this on. So we're going to be working in the back today. I have pulled that huge TV out of the back of this thing. It just was this massive tube, heavy tube TV. And I'm going to replace it with a flat screen TV. Sorry, I'm getting all the lights on. Let's see. All right, so we're going to place this with a flat screen TV. I've got the one that I use for the security system. So basically, I'm going to pull this off. We're going to have to get these brackets extended out somehow to where I can put the TV. The TV will go, you know, pretty much like this. It'll just kind of sit on this outside. So I'll probably put some kind of rubber seal on this, put the TV there, and then bolt it to some extension brackets or something that we'll figure out to get us that distance. Maybe just wood and then drill through it. I'm not 100% sure yet. We're going to figure it out though. So yeah, let's get busy on this. I just need to take this frame off. The metal's all attached to this frame. Put the TV on. The only thing that I worry about is I got to get to these screws behind that TV. So hopefully I don't extend beyond those. We'll see. All right, so that's the plan. We'll figure it out. Let's get busy. Should be a good project, don't you think? Anyway, for a rainy day, it's a good project. There we go. Oh. All right, my wife would die if she saw me put this on the bed on her sheets, but whatever. She doesn't know. Heck, she probably won't even watch the video. All right, so we got her out of there. Got her sitting on the bed. I'll probably take this in the room. I'll have to put a towel down, I think, maybe, and then yeah, then we'll have to put a seal on the other side. I may even take this off and just put the board straight across and then mount it into that, or maybe put a piece of steel from side to side. This is aluminum, so it's nice and light. But by the time we put boards there to go to the front of that, I mean, we have room for this to stay in here. I just don't know that I want it to stay in here, if that makes sense. It's all aluminum, though. I can't do aluminum welding, so I'm not sure what I want to do here yet. Because if I just unscrew this, and then I put a board from there to there, and a board from there to there, and then mount in that board, I only have to get like a spacer. I have lots of spacers, so I just have to get a spacer about that thick, and then screw through that, and that would hold just fine. So let me think this out a little bit, and then we'll figure out what we're going to do. I don't know. We're going to make it up as we go along, I think. All right, the more I'm looking at this, the more I want to take this off, because, I mean, that's a long way. I got to fill that gap from there to the green. I'd have to fill that. So I'm thinking I want to take this off. Man, I wish I had a aluminum welder. I would cut this here and just drop this to the front of this, is what I would do. And then these would line up probably. Yeah. All right, so I think I've got this figured out of what I want to do. Basically, I think I'm just going to cut these off right here, all four of them, and then I can push this down to wherever it needs to go, and then I'll cut this off at that level, right? And so I got all this space here I've got to account for, but if I cut this down, I think it's 1.25 inches, and then I cut these off, then that gives me room to put this, you know, put this against this wood here, and then I can bolt through onto this, and we can just reuse this whole frame. I don't want to get rid of these channels on the side because I think that dissipates the vibration and workload across the entire board, and makes it so it won't crack or whatever, you know, because you're putting a lot of pressure on that. And of course, this TV is way lighter than what used to be there, so it shouldn't be a problem. But I think that's going to be our deal. I'm gonna unscrew this. I'm gonna cut these off. We're gonna figure out the measurements with the TV. I'll have to see if I can kind of figure out with bolting that to the back of the TV where those legs need to be or whatever. I'll just have to do some measuring. And then we'll cut these accordingly. And then we'll put this all back on here. We'll drill a hole through both, bolt that on in 4 places. And I think that's a winner chicken dinner. Probably need to mark this left and right too, so I don't get them mixed up so the screws always line up. So this will be the left, and this is the top, and this is the bottom, and this will be R, and this will be top, and this will be bottom. And that'll keep me straight. I gotta really watch my camera angles lately. Sorry for the cough. Lately, I haven't had the camera on the things I've been talking about. It's kind of irritating when you're going and edit it and trying to make a good story for you. So I got to be a little more cautious of that now. So I'll just keep the right side screws on the right side and the left side screws on the left side. There we go. So we'll just take this and we'll cut these. Well, they really welded that on there, huh? But we'll cut them off and go from there. All right. Really grabs on that aluminum. All right, so we ran across the first flaw of my plan. They don't line up. That sucks. So not exactly in and not exactly out. And if I put a piece of metal in there, I don't know that I can clear them all. I don't know that they won't be in the way. So I thought about, well, I'll put a metal strip from there to there and there to there and just drill those holes into that. But that's gonna be daggone. I mean, it's almost like the bolts may not clear if I do that. So I gotta figure that out. So we got some figuring to do, Lucy. Right idea. Close. But you know how that is. Close don't count, except for in horseshoes and hand grenades. All right, so I think I have a plan now. I think I'm gonna use a piece of 3/4 inch plywood that I have left over from the boat. And I think I'm just gonna cut the square to match the square here. That way I can offset the brackets here. I put the wood in, I'll get longer bolts, of course, but I can just bolt it through with some washers into the wood to here. And then I can just screw 4 screws into the 3/4 inch plywood, there, 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 there. These I would just cut down. Whatever this ends up being with that 3/4 inch plywood, that would make the difference, but we'll measure it out and cut those 4 things off and then drill holes through those and bolt it in. And I think we'd be in a good place. So that's kind of what I'm thinking right now. I was thinking about metal, plates to go across each of these. But I'm kind of thinking that's a little overkill. I mean, we are drilling this into wood anyway. 2 pieces of wood really hold the side pieces. So I think that might be the answer. Anyway, that's what I'm thinking right now. We'll figure it out, but I may just cut this thing straight at the size it needs to be, cut the 4 holes, and then just kind of see how that goes. Yeah. All right, let me do that. I'd love to just put the board on there and hit with the hammer, but that would crack the screen. Gotta be gentle. Anyway, that would show me where the screws need to go. All right, well, let me figure this out, and I'll get back with you. All right, I got my board. I just kind of want to measure it out. I kind of made it like that, just to kind of, overhang this side a little more. It's got to clear that electrical plug down there, but it'll be down here. So that'll be out of the way. Now I got to figure out these measurements of where I'm going to put those, right? And I'm putting this more this way, I think. I got to remember how I wanted that to be, because I want that to be off center, down, to give us enough room to get those bolts in there. So I think that's kind of where I want it to be, this way. So I'll need this to be like there, and then all the way to that. And that'll kind of give me an idea. I kind of think I'm going to mark that just a little bit to give me an idea of what. So 3 inches and 3 inches there. That kind of will give me the, I need to go straight down into there, but I can't right now because I got it too long. All right, I think I got those figured out. We'll see. Should be close anyway. Get those drilled. We'll get this bolted to that. That gives us a good place to kind of figure things out from there. All right, well, let me go drill some holes. All right, let's see if this works. See if this works any better. I don't know if these are all gonna line up. We'll see. Two of 4 line up. 3 of 4 line up. Oh, did I short myself a washer? Daggone it. All right, all 4 will line up and get in there, so I just need to get the washers to see how these will bottom out before the washers, I'm sure. So I'm gonna have to get a stack of them, but I think that's gonna work. So let me get some washers and get those on there. Something's wrong with that one anyway. I'm not sure what's going on there. So that one just needed those. All right, hopefully I didn't lose that file, but if I do, I have put double-sided tape down just to make sure there's no noise and between the wood and the rest of the deal. So now I'm just gonna lock her down there. I do know that I have this backwards though. I had the other side as the side, but I know it fits, so I'm just gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna leave it alone, but I actually had it the other way when I drilled the holes. But I know this fits. So we will continue on with this. Very good. Okay, so now I need to figure this out. And basically, yeah, I guess I got to put the wood frame down and then measure the gap that I need. It doesn't have to be 100% perfect, it just needs to be close, right? Now I will have to put a little foam on this TV, which I will suck in later. Let's get rid of this cord. Out in the way, it doesn't confuse my measurement. All right, so I think that's where it's gonna go. I think I'm gonna drill these brackets back in so that I can center this rack right on it when I do it. And then we'll do measurements on where it needs to be. And we'll go from there. We'll do the cuts. All right, so now that I put this board on there, it's 3/4 inch, that's 3/4 inch, they're the same height now. So now I can figure out where these need to be, or just measure this, and that's what I cut off or keep on this, each side. And then that will hit here, and then I can just bolt through the side there. So this piece, once it's cut, will hit here, and I can bolt through the side there. This here and here. That's where it's supposed to go. It was pretty dang close to where it was. Whoa, turned to before. Okay, I need to get that there. Looks like that's gonna all clear. And you measure it off. 1.25 inches. 1.25 inches. This side's hard to tell because I looked it up. All right, let's take it over here off this TV and smash it down. I like it. Look at that, it sits right on there perfect. All right, that is awesome. That is awesome. Okay, now I need to put my foam around, and then I can bolt this down, and then we can go install it in. Wow, that's crazy. We can go install it. I do need to go get an HDMI cable, so I have one hooked up and hanging down below in the cabinet. So if I decide to put a DVD or something in, or Blu-ray or something, I don't know, I can do it, right? Just have the capability, or computer or whatever else. So this is exciting. Now I have to drill. Oh, I'm thinking I'm done. I got to drill this in still, so I got to drill these holes and then bolt that to that first. All right, I decided to use 1-inch self-tappers. Yeah, it just wears that bit out, I guess. Huh. There it goes. It just took it. Oh, it broke the head off of it. Son of a gun. It's actually still holding it, even though I broke the head off. It's still in there. Pretty good. Broke the head off. Goodness gracious. It's aluminum. All right, I guess I'm pre-drilling. That's crazy. All right, now, if this little guy can't get to that, we're in trouble. Oh, come on. You just got to cut a little. Wow. You're pre-drilled. Thank you. It is funny for being aluminum. Sure is hard. Ah, one ratchet too far. And that actually proved that point because I kind of backed it up and let the metal come out. So you just got to be smarter than the thing you're working on, which I'm usually not. So, all right, let's get this one drilled. All right, I got this double-sided tape, but I'm not going to actually use the double-sided tape. I'm just going to put it on there so I don't get rattles. So I'll just put it on there like that in a couple places, just to give it some kind of padding in between the plastic and wood. All right, let's set her on there. She's gonna be a little off because she's gonna wanna, oh, that rubber up here didn't even hit the thing. So I gotta go a lot higher on that rubber up there. See if I can get it off and go like an inch or so higher, huh? That's gonna be barely on the wood. Yeah, that's better. All right, now I just need to really take my time and make sure this thing is perfect here. And then I'll drill it down. That's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome. See, I'm gonna go, I guess there. I'll get power in, so I have that ready to go. And then I'll get an HDMI cable, so I have that in there, so I don't have to pull this apart again. Just so I have one. I'm gonna clean up a mess, and then we'll go install. All right, I put an HDMI cable on there so I can just run it down behind into the cabinet below once I put it up there. And I should be able to do that. We'll see how that works out. But if not, I'll stick it right here so I can just grab it and go if I need to. But I think we're ready to take it in and set it up and install it on there. I really should pick it up and look at it and make sure it's sitting straight. But I'm pretty sure it is with all the measurements I did. But yeah, so we'll carry it in and we'll screw it in. And yeah, we'll finish this project up. I like it. What did A-Team used to say? I love when a plan comes together. All right, I'll be back. All right, let's get this ready to go. I can't just shove that in there, can I? That's got to get through that thing. So we got to see what we can do here. I may have to put this in first. There's a cup in there. It's pain because the way this is set up. There's just a little hole. So I'm probably got to shove it the other way. and then hook it once it's in there. Dang. All right, I'm gonna put this TV down. On this side, there it goes. Yeah, there you go. At least it came through. All right. So it sucks. I gotta hold that, get that. All right, maybe I can do it from here. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing, but I'm trying to get this cord hooked. I gotta figure out which one's HDMI 1. Bottom one. All right. That's hooked. And this has got to go there. Somewhere there's a plug. Where's the plug? I thought there was a plug right here. Oh, it goes in there. And then plugs in that other compartment. So, what a pain. Alright. And now I got screws. Screw. And a drill gun, which I need. Let's get these top 2 screws started. So they're in there. All right. I think we're ready. Now let's shove these wires down a little better and in a little better. So I always shove them back when I get done. Oh, come on. Those cords are going to get in the way, I can tell already. Oh, come on. There we go. Oh, no. No. All right. Now I just got to lift this and then get those screws in there. All right. I don't know if I'm lined up or not, but oh, where are you? Well, that's not right. Let's see when I can find the hole. I go this way, so it's right there. All right, come on, baby. You're close. Okay. Woo! They really do put some craftsmanship into these older ones. I just can appreciate the work they did. If they were cheap, you wouldn't even be able to modify it like we're doing now. But because they put such quality in, we're able to come back and modernize it using the existing stuff almost. I guess I should turn that on before I get too carried away, but I know it works, so I will need to hook it to Starlink though, so I can hook it to the internet. That one looks a little loose. Something's not totally right on that one, huh? It's not going in all the way yet. Oh, it's just a... There we go. Guess that's just a loose one. Those two. Everything else went in tight though. So that's good. That's good. Let's give that one more. Okay. Kick. Now it has the little plugs and all that stuff. We'll get going here in a second. All right. She's plugged in. We got a little HDMI cable down here. We can put whatever we want to on with that. All right, there you go. We have this. I don't have a Starlink run. I just plugged the Starlink in the bottom of it. So I have it down there. I just got to figure out how to run. I want to run the cord. You know, part of me wants to permanently mount it up on top of the RV. which I do have the mount for that. I bought it. It was a couple $100. But then I'm hearing that they vibrate and they break the bottoms off. They're not as strong as the old ones. So that was kind of disappointing to kind of hear on Facebook, whatever. And so now I'm up against, you know, what do I do? I'm not 100% sure. This is hooking to the internet, though, I think. It's probably hooking to the house. Maybe. It's getting signal from somewhere, though, I think. Or maybe not. We'll see in just a second. Other one. No, it's going in Netflix. I guess it did hook to something. All right, we just got all these little wood things we got to put back in. I got to remember where. Make it look pretty again.
I don't think so. I like that. We don't have nothing to worry about.
Oh, that was not pretty. Let's use pretty ones.
I want you to meet my cousin, Russell Buffalino.
Oh, yeah. It was like the army. You followed orders. You did the right thing.
I just need to come back here and clean the cabinets off and all that, but pretty slick. Pretty slick. All right, there you go. The only thing left to do is pull the cover off, which I'll do later. But I think it fits in there perfect. It really came out nice, I think. I mean, I don't know what you guys think, but I think it came out beautiful. And hopefully it lasts a long time in there. And I don't think it's going to vibrate. It's pulled really tight on there. So, yeah, Smokey and the Bandit, great movie. That's Smokey and the Bandit too. Not as great, but... All right, anyway, so there you go. That was a great project. Now I just got to clean up. And anyway, we got a TV back here for now. That'll be nice. Be nice instead of a big hole. All right, on to the next project.